Hello guys, I hope all is good. Today we practice our first drum fills. Fills are usually used to add or release tension or to lead into a new section within a song structure. We practice two fills, fill A and fill B. And in the next video we use these fills within a song structure. You probably all know the typical around the world fill down the toms by now, but today we go with two more specific fills with the purpose to add tension and release tension again. And also we break the habit with these fills of moving both hands as one unit. For these fills we have to move the hands individually, which is a skill required for more advanced fill anyway. Okay, now let's have a closer look on both concepts, moving the hands together as a pair or individual. And let's pretend like this is the high tom, this is the floor tom, could be the distance in between them. And you want to play 4/16 here and 4/16 there. Okay, first concept, moving as a pair, would look something like this. We finish the first 4 strokes. Kind of like waiting even a bit for the rebound and then moving over here as a pair to the next surface. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we just had a 16th to relocate over here. And it might feel stressful since you have to cover a bit of distance, but it is usually the way how you start out playing drums and fills, moving both hands together. Now let's have a closer look at the other concept, moving both hands individual. I start now with the first 2 strokes of the 4 planned here. 1, 2. The third one is coming with the dominant hand. Since I already plan to move it over here, with the last stroke I already can start to accelerate a bit to the side. 3. Now conducting the last stroke with a non-dominant hand here. And the dominant hand is now already at the new surface and can start over while I bring the other hand in as well. 2, 3, 4. So for this repositioning we have for both hands actually 2/16. So it feels actually pretty calm to repositioning and I don't have to hurry at all. Okay, now I try to demonstrate both concepts in a medium tempo, first moving as a pair and afterwards moving individual. We start with fill A on the count of 3 in the measure. This fill is supposed to add tension. We start with 4 snare drum hits. After the third one, we can already start to relocate our dominant hand to the high tom. After the 4th hit, the non-dominant hand can follow to the high tom. After the high tom hit with the dominant hand can now already start to relocate to the floor tom. And after the hit with a non-dominant hand on the high tom, the non-dominant hand can start to relocate to the snare drum again. And now after the floor tom hit with the dominant hand, this hand can already relocate to the crash cymbal. Starting over in a new measure with crash and bass drum on the 1 and afterwards going on the hi-hat. With your dominant hand, you are playing consistent strokes in the same tempo all the time on the cymbals and drums. Within the fills, you just start to fill in the gaps with a non-dominant hand. Focus on a clean and solid execution at the lower tempo and keep it up during the higher tempo. Okay, let's get started. Try to relocate your hands individual as soon as possible. remember to relocate your hands as soon as possible. When you feel like you have to rush to the floor tom, you probably could start moving there sooner. Well done, everyone. It feels great to play your first drum fills. It's a special moment for every drummer. Probably it still feels a bit challenging, and that's okay. It will get cleaner and more solid sounding with every repetition you put in. Now, let's start over with fill B. This one is supposed to release tension, and we take this into consideration by dropping the tempo mid-fill and also adding some rest in there. We start with 5 strokes on the snare drum, so we start and stop with a dominant hand, leave out 2 strokes, 2 strokes again on the snare drum, now starting with a non-dominant and then the dominant hand. After this we drop to half tempo, which would be 8 notes, adding 1 hit on the high tom, 1 hit on the floor tom, before having an 1/8 of rest and starting over on the right cymbal without a crash accent. Great job, everyone. Repeat this exercise until you can lay down both of these fills solid and with intent. In the next video, we use these fills to lead from one section into another. That's it for now. Have a great day. See you next time.